10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All three engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
Coach on Fire Radio.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of your Journey to Success podcast, brought to you this week by Jay Jasper of Berkshire Hathaway Realtors. I'm your host, Kenny Weiss, and I'm a life coach, speaker, and author based here in Phoenix. The goal here each week is to create a movement of people who are passionate about getting real information to move out of something I call the worst day cycle. All of us have suffered some sort of worst day. For me, it was finding my alcoholic mother passed out naked on the toilet at the age of 10 years old in the middle of the night. I discovered that days like that, those moments, they create a self-destructive process that keeps all of us from the life we want. I describe that process and I give you a roadmap to overcome it in my new book, Your Journey to Success, which is available in all formats on Amazon. So each week I try to bring on a guest who specializes in a certain aspect of how that worst day cycle plays out in our life. So we can gain the right information and tools to finally step into what I believe we're all created with, an inherent greatness, and begin to live in that place. So this week, all my stuff is serious, but we're going to have some fun too. We have Xander, and Julie is the brainchild behind the Lifestyle Jules, Lifestyle Jules brand. And Julie splits her time between managing her blog based around fashion, beauty, and fitness, also teaching a plethora of fitness classes. Like we rescheduled the show today because we had to fit into all of the classes she teaches around the Valley. And she also serves as a brand influencer for people and companies. Julie tries to focus on relationship development and is committed to only working with those that fit her mission and passion in life, health, style, and fun. Now, Julie herself grew up as a self-proclaimed chubby girl who loved to dance. So Julie inserts fitness into a large part of what she offers. You can download her free workout videos online or view them on her social media channels. Julie brings, you'll see, a ton of energy to everything she tackles. Just watch her Facebook Lives, her Instagram videos, where you can see her partnering with a bunch of local businesses to help bring them and their company more brand awareness. So first of all, I just want to say hi, Julie. Thanks for fitting us into your busy schedule and helping out the people that like to watch and listen to my show. How are you today?
Good. Thank you so much for changing your schedule around to fit me in. I appreciate that.
Hey, I have to confess, I played 2 pro sports, but if you give me the option between going to the mall or watching the game, I'm taking the mall. So it's like, hey, we're talking fashion. I'll change my schedule all day, every day to deal with fashion stuff. So it was an easy change for me.
When you said we were going to set up in the closet, I was like, I'm in. Let's do this.
Exactly. All right. Well, I always like to start with this part of when I bring a guest on you mentioned, in your bio that you sent to me that, you grew up as a chubby girl. And what was the worst day of your life? Was it something around that or was it something different? What influenced you in that manner?
I don't think there was a worst day in my life. It was just always this constant trying to get to the front row in dance class. Okay. Trying to be the pretty girl, trying to be the girl that the boys liked. And I felt like I just, I was always overlooked. And clearly I'm somebody that likes attention. and so I wanted to be noticed. And so I was always trying to figure out, how do I get to the front row? What do I need to do to get to the front row? And I just have that fire in me to do whatever it took to get there.
Yeah. Well, that's something I'm glad you brought that up because I have this discussion actually in the last week with several people. When you talk about trauma or worst days, people are like, I hear it all the time. Well, I didn't go through anything that bad. My life is pretty good. And people try and grade trauma. Like, if I didn't go through this, then I didn't go through anything. Well, what I have to describe to people is that experience for you of being unnoticed and being in the back of the class is just as devastating for you as literally somebody who's been through what we'd all consider horrific abuse, because for you, that's your worst day. You can't compare to something you've never experienced. So the feeling reality for you is just as devastating. And that's a misconception we all have is, I didn't go through anything. It's like, oh no, that's devastating. I mean, look at the impact of that moment. And now look what you're doing for your life. You're still reconciling.
Right. It absolutely shaped me, but it wasn't like one day. It was every day. It was every day. But, and that is, you're absolutely right. That's why for me, fitness is I do it and I kill myself teaching because I love showing people that they can do it and encouraging them.
Well, then
and seeing
it just hit me. What you're really doing, if I think about all the things you have your fingers in, what you're really doing is helping people get to the front of the class. And
absolutely.
Give us some stories. And just so people know that are watching, Julie's also doing this live on her Facebook. So that's why she keeps looking away. It's not like she's avoiding us. She's trying to engage all of us. So I just wanted people to know. But tell us, do you have some stories of transformations or people who came to you feeling, similar feelings and you helped them through that? What have been some of those experiences?
Oh my gosh. Well, daily, because in my classes, in my fitness classes, it's not a one day click, right? But I even have a young girl who follows me who sent me a message after she lost over 20 pounds and said, hey, you don't know me, but I've been following you. And because of everything that you say and following your workouts, I've lost over 20 pounds. Or my friend Riley, who was in a horrific car accident. She just celebrated her 21st birthday. I helped her in the pool when physical therapy ran out. I got in the pool with her and I hate the pool. Riley, I must love you. She had to relearn to walk again and she's still not fully walking on her own, but she is, in 3 years, the progress she's made is unbelievable. So I am constantly just, if anybody needs that help, all that content on my Facebook page, it's all free. Anybody can message me anytime and it is 100% free.
Okay. So why don't you do that? Why don't you give us all the social media, the ways, because I know someone just, popped in. Claire is like, I love this. So what that tells me is she has an interest in growing and learning in these areas. So why don't you give everybody all of the ways they can reach you, all your contact info?
Okay, so I think the best way to follow me really is on Facebook page Lifestyle Jules, and Lifestyle Jules the group, because then you get notified every time I go on. But I am constantly on there. I do 2 live workouts a week that are free every Thursday at 8 a.m., rain or shine. And I should say 8 a.m.-ish. Almost 8 a.m., but I'm usually running late. And every single Sunday at 9 a.m.-ish. So it's good if you have Lifestyle Jules, the group, because it'll ding you up. She's on. But 2 free workouts every single week. I give nutrition tips. And of course, then I have all my aesthetic play, everything that has to do with fashion, fitness, wellness, and beauty, makeup tutorials, how to do your makeup, how to dress, how to, anti-aging things, different tightening things you can do for your body and your face. And you name it, everything that has to do with looking and feeling good from the inside out.
All right. Well,
and also Instagram, by the way, Lifestyle Jules on Instagram.
Okay. Well, a lot of this, we both are sitting in our closets here, and we're going to get to fashion. But you just brought up all the different ways you can help people. So why don't you give me an idea? You mentioned skincare, and are there some simple, quick tips you can give? And I'm sure you have them for both men and women. That you can give people in certain, all the different areas you touch, and we'll save fashion for a little bit here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. Number 1, please wash your face before you go to bed. Take the makeup off.
Now, see, okay, I'm an idiot about that. Why is that so important?
Because as as you go through the day, if you're walking outside, if you're driving in the car, your skin is getting exposed to lots of toxins, to dirt. It's all piling up on your skin all day long, right? I mean, look at the bottom of your shoe. How's the bottom of your shoe look? It's this, I mean, the air that is hitting your face all day long is not clean. So if you don't clean those pores and get the toxins out of your skin, it's just that buildup that constantly is happening on your face. And men, of course, women have makeup on, so it's more obvious to them, right, that you need to take it off. But even then, I know so many women who sleep in their makeup and think no big deal. Again, the toxins on your skin is the largest organ in your body. So you really want to take care of that. That's the one thing you really want to take care of. And I think we tend to spend the least amount of time on that.
Okay.
So washing your face is a big one, and that's men and women.
Okay. All right.
Exfoliating the skin, which men luckily get to do because they shave.
Yeah.
So women, start shaving. Honestly, I'm not joking.
Yeah. Well, a lot of women get facial hair too. You know,
yes,
I mean, that's a problem.
We all have it. I mean, you don't necessarily have to have a beard to shave, but we do get those little hairs on the face, and you never know when that little black hair is going to pop up. So best thing to do is just literally shave. You can go in and do the dermaplaning, and really, honestly, they charge about, I hate to break this all to you, they charge like $60 to dermaplane. They take a blade and they take a razor. It's the same thing.
Really?
Dermaplaning is just a little sexier, more, I don't know, aesthetic sounding term. It's shaving. Shave your face.
That's all they do. That's okay. So you just saved women, hundreds of dollars a month right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I love if I go in for a facial and they dermaplane, I love it. It feels great. The look. Sure.
It's pampering. If you can afford it, get the pampering. But if you're on a tight budget, get $1.90, a bag of Bix for $1.99, and you're covered for several months.
Yep.
Gotcha. Yep. How did you, obviously that moment when you were younger, or those moments when you were younger, influenced you. How did you gain all your knowledge? How did you become an expert in all of this?
That's a really good question. I mean, with fitness, my parents, when I was 15, hired a nutritionist and a trainer. So I started with that, and then started getting more and more involved, and then turned it into my degree. So that's where I got the knowledge on all of that.
Oh, so you have a degree in physiology?
Exercise physiology.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
And I was also pre-med. I thought I was going to go to medical school.
Wow. What stopped you from that?
A husband and 3 kids. I decided to get married and have babies.
You need to read I think it's chapter 9 of my book, How to Say No.
I always, my parents thought I would be the last person on earth to get married and have kids, because I was so driven and picky, and they thought I was just going to be the career woman and, become the doctor. And, they didn't think that in a million years I would get married at 22 and have 3 kids. But in the back of my mind, I always wanted to be a mom. Like, some people are like, oh, I never really felt it until I turned 30. No, I was like 12 wanting to have kids. So, I met the person and I was like, all right, let's do this. We're married. Like, what are we waiting for? Let's have kids. Yeah. So, and honestly, I think it was also a good excuse to not go to medical school. I wanted to go, but it was also, medical school is really hard. Yeah. So it was like, I could go this way or I could go this way. It was the path of least resistance, I think, too. So gotcha. I think in the end, it's all worked out for the best. So
yeah, you obviously wanted to teach yourself something. You just said it. You wanted to go in a different direction and try some. And you brought up something, moms. I'm sure there are a ton of moms who go, this is great. You're single now. You can look beautiful all day, every day. But what about me as a mother? How the heck am I going to handle all of this? How do you help moms with a busy lifestyle handle the difficulty of trying to look their best and pursuing? Let me ask a better question. What do you think is the single most common excuse or reason they give for not taking care of themselves?
Well, I am a mom. I have 3 kids. So what is your excuse?
What do you hear usually?
Honestly, I know a lot of women have full-time jobs, and unfortunately, my job partially is to work out. Yeah. It's built into my career. How about that? So I I get it. Like if you work from 9 to 5 and then you pick up your kids, and my kids right now are much older, but even when they were young, I mean, I had an elliptical home. I had, when the baby was sleeping, if I couldn't get to the